Results mabuya. Everything's normal until mother calls me aside and tells me, hey, now my results lie, send the test has. Oh, I told her that's impossible.
Kwezi uyintombi yami singathi isifiso sami bekuthi ngigcine ngimthathile. Initially nje nawe esuma ayishayo esingikhona seLondon yabo nengcozi mvezi. Iyona inkinga sibhekene nayo njengamanje leyo.
Guys, Lwande and Kwezi's situation, is it real or Madrid? I am literally shocked because honestly, in my entire life, I have never seen anything like this. Sanbonani, hello beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel where I give you updates and reviews of reality TV shows. So this is our update and review of Izingane's Estembu Season 4 premiere. So please watch until the end of this video because as usual, I've got a lot to unpack. Let's dive into it. So guys, this Lwande and Kwezi's situation is absolute madness. Part of my mind is telling me that it is a storyline because there is no way ngeke. But firstly, I want us to talk about it from a point that it is reality, then we will get to the storyline part. So Lwande reported to his family ukuthi he got Kwezi pregnant, right? Then his mom, Umacele, stepped in and demanded a DNA test. The results finally dropped and it literally says 0% paternity. Zero, guys. Science proved that Lwande ain't the father of this child. But this is where it got completely wild. Ukwezi showed up at Lwande's place, Muzumbe, with the baby, and in a conversation with Lwande, she heavily insinuated that the DNA test was cooked, so she's now advocating for a second DNA. And instead of Lwande waking up and realizing he's being played, he actually agreed with Kwezi. Lwande's brilliant logic is that because they did the test when the baby was too young, so they should just wait a bit for the kid to grow up and then they will redo it. I was just like, bro, since when does the DNA mutate as one ages? The math is not mathing at all. Lwande is acting like human genetics work on some kind of delay timer. We all know ukuthi once DNA is logged in from the day of conception, it doesn't matter if the baby is 2 months old or 10 years old. That 0% paternity match ain't going to change. The only way that DNA test could ever be wrong is if there was an actual mix-up in the lab, like where the lab technicians accidentally swabbed the blood or saliva samples. If it's not that, there is no way science can lie. Mara, instead of Lwande looking at the facts, he is completely turning his brain off and Ukwezi is capitalizing on his dumbness. Right now, they are seeing each other behind Umacele's back because she's fighting. In their conversation, Ukwezi told Lwande ukuthi he needs to step up for her and stop being a mommy's boy. She went on to say, yes, Umacele is fighting, but it's not her situation. Ukwezi is totally taking advantage of Lwande. He's saying Lwande need to step up for her and stop being a mommy's boy. She's completely shifting the goalposts. I'm naturally angry at Lwande for not using his senses. The minute the DNA test dropped at 0%, Lwande was supposed to put his feelings aside and accept their truth. He was supposed to look at the facts and realize that he is biologically not the father of that child. Instead of comforting Ukwezi and agreeing to secretly date behind his family's back, Lwande was supposed to draw a clear line in the sand and officially end the relationship right then and there because trust was completely broken. Ukwezi also mentioned that she told Umacele ukuthi that was impossible when she showed her the 0 paternity result. I think Lwande should have suggested for them to go to a completely different clinic right away to do a second test. He was supposed to get that absolute clarity immediately instead of dragging his feet and letting Okwezi spin a web of lies. Now she is literally turning him against his mom. Let's talk about Umacele fighting about this Rwanda situation. I guess we need to give her flowers. She deserves a massive round of applause for being a fearlessly protective mother. Honestly, her fighting for the truth is 100% justified, and no one can blame me for stepping in. There is absolutely no parent in this world who wants to sit back and watch their son get tricked into raising another man's child. Umacele isn't out here trying to be malicious or controlling for no reason. She is doing exactly what any loving, smart mother would do when she smells a rat. She knows her son, Luande, is way too soft and gullible, and she already saw him almost get scammed by another girl in the past. So, by demanding that DNA test, she was literally standing in the gap to protect Luande from a lifetime of emotional, financial heartbreak. Mara, the boy is just too blind to see it and is completely failing to be protected. Okwezi can try to paint Umacele as this toxic, interfering villain all she wants, but at the end of the day, Umacele is just being a top tier boy mom. Now, guys, let's talk about how this war situation might be a storyline for us to be hooked to the show. If we look at the bigger picture, this war thing feels like a total setup. Last season was honestly so boring because the entire storyline just dragged on, relying way too much on Pumelelo and his polygamy drama. It was getting repetitive, and the ratings probably took a hit. So, coming into season 4, the producers knew they had to bring the hit. They desperately needed a massive, shocking hook to get everyone talking. And what gets people tuning in fast than a wild DNA scandal? It feels way too perfectly written for reality TV drama. The producers probably sat down and cooked up the script. Apart from Rwanda's situation, which was the major highlight of the season premiere, we also got to see Mpumelelo meeting up with Chirelo in Centurion to talk about their future. Mpumelelo told Chirelo that he wants to pay Dory for her. So Chirelo asked Mpumelelo Okuti, where is she gonna stay? Because Yena Mpumelelo ain't financially stable yet. She went on to tell him that he needs to be financially stable first before he start talking about paying Dory, because staying in Muzumpe ain't an option for her. Tirelo basically pointed out to Mpumelelo that he is trying to support 7 people right now, including his other partner, Umabiela, and all the kids, but the math just isn't working yet. She made it clear to him that she isn't about to jump into marriage if the financial foundation isn't even solid. So, guys, I do understand Tirelo. She was literally 100% for calling out Mpumelelo's wallet before even talking about marriage, because love does not pay the bills, and she was just being a total realist as per advice she was given with Umayeni. I'm just glad that she took the advice. Umayeni literally told her ukuthi Mpumelelo can pay Dory for her, but he's not financially stable yet. So rushing into marriage with him is just a one-way ticket to stress, arguments, and financial struggle. So I'm proud of Tirelo for standing her ground and completely protecting her own future and peace of mind. Then on the last part of the show, we saw Usne meeting up with her recent ex, Kakiso Ejozi. Usne said since they were in a relationship and everything was okay, she just decided to check up on him since they last fought, and they basically talked about the way things ended between them. From my own view, I do not think there was any need for that meeting. Another highlight, Amahle confirmed that she now has a child, a boy. So the rumors circulated on social media ukuthi she was pregnant, and I guess a lot of us thought ukuthi it was only social media grapevine, because on season 3, Amahle had said she wasn't gonna get pregnant anytime soon. I do not know, guys, if I'm wrong, but I'm literally angry at Amahle Shem because how can she be so careless? So, guys, so that is all that I had in this particular video. That was all about Izingane Sistembu Season 4 premiere. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you've got your own perspective, your own observation, your own opinion, or your own whatever, you know what we do here. Kindly go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section box down below. Do not hesitate. And also don't forget to give a thumbs up and also share. To those who haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? There is literally nothing to wait for. So please kindly hit that subscribe button because you do not want to miss the updates and commentaries. It's bye for now.